Natalia Perez, Big Boys Neighborhood, and Fuse TV.
Wait, you're with Big Boys Neighborhood?
Yeah. Do you listen?
Can you tell myself what's up?
Can I what?
Can you tell myself what's up?
Yeah, of course
please?
I will.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
Thank
you guys should come to the studio and
Please.
It's not as fancy as this, but
I didn't grow up here, but I know how much of a legend Big Boy.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That is a very legendary.
He is a legendary, and you guys are legends now making this film. I had a really good time getting to see this new and exciting way to share Dora's story. But I also love those moments when I was like, throwback moment.
It's nostalgia moments.
Yeah. Which one was your guys' favorite?
Nostalgia moment?
Yeah.
I think I don't want to give too much away, but in the very opening scene, we get to see the song. We get to see a live action
yeah.
That's my favorite nostalgia.
Yeah, they
moment,
do all
sure.
the same kind of clips from the original show
I know.
too.
It's
the
crazy.
Same, yeah, wow. I love the singing and dancing for sure. It's just awesome.
I wanted to be in the last scene. That's what everyone wants to be a part of.
Natalia, it was so cool to shoot that part.
It was so fun. Every take was full of energy and fun.
Looking back, besides that moment, is there going to be something that kind of sticks with you when you look back at filming this movie?
Well, she's got a 60-pound something that's gonna stick with her for.
My dog.
She adopted a dog while we were there shooting.
Oh my gosh!
I adopted a dog.
Look at you.
And I went to the shelter because I just go there because when I'm sad, I just like to meet some dogs and play with them. And I saw Pluto there. His name is Pluto, and he has 3 legs. And after they told me his story and how he lost his legs, I just couldn't say no. So took him.
Well, no, he chose you though.
I did not think it was possible for a dog to choose a human because I never had a dog before, so I just thought it was kind of dumb. But it is exactly
now
what
you get
happened.
it.
Now she gets it. Dora obviously has her obstacles and challenges that she has to overcome. But as both Latino actors, what are some of the challenges that you guys have faced being in this industry?
I got one. I think being a mixed Latino actor. I mean, Isabella's also mixed. Being Latino is such a broad term, and I feel like for the past couple decades, we've only seen a very slim, stereotypical Latino on screen.
Yeah.
But being Latino means so many things.
It does.
Being mixed is an identity crisis in itself that I'm not going to get into, but yeah.
I feel you. I'm mixed too.
Yeah.
100%. I think you really said it. And then there's a Spanish speaking part where, I speak Spanish thankfully to my mother, but if you don't, people are like, oh, you're not as Latino but that doesn't make any sense because first of all, we probably weren't even speaking Spanish before the Spaniards came and conquered us. So.
Yes. And one of the biggest countries is Brazil, and they speak Portuguese there.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
Latino as well.
Technically
it's such a broad term,
Yeah.
and it's really not an ethnicity either. So I think the important part of it is accepting diversity in general in Hollywood, and that's been such a large feat to conquer. And I think that this movie is so iconic because of the show.
Yeah.
And so we need to support the movie and make sure that it has more sequels so we can see more Latinos on the screen. And so the kids who want to be either actors or explorers can be inspired.
And they're looking up to you guys now too, and you guys made it happen. It's
Representation
not just Dora.
matters. Yeah.
Well, we didn't make it happen. I credit a lot of this movie to Eugenio because he made sure that the dialect was correct. Because when you see scripts, trust me, it hurts. It physically hurts to read scripts where white people try to sound Hispanic and they'll try to do the Spanish dialect, but with Eugenio there to autocorrect it and make sure that it was correct to the dialect and the region that we were in, it was beautiful.
Oh,
it was just so authentic and not corny or forced at all.
I really loved it. Again, I had a really fun time, and especially the adult jokes. I was like, yes. But thank you so much. Thanks for sitting down with me. And I'll tell Big Boy you guys said hi.
Please do.
We're here. Dora's parents.
Yes.
How excited were you guys to be a part of this once you read the script and realized what they were going to do?
Oh man, I was excited because you didn't really see Dora's parents that much in the animation. And so for us, we got to create who they were, what they were like. And it's such a big origin story for Dora. It's the first time we're seeing her in flesh and blood, and her parents are a big part of that.
Yeah.
Once you meet us, you go, okay, now I know why Dora is an explorer.
Exactly.
Because of us.
Yeah. The movie's called Dora's Parents in the Lost City of Gold.
Give
Dora.
us all the credit.
Yeah, exactly.
Dora and her parents in the lost city of gold.
I love also the little like throwback moments. I felt like they came in really seamlessly.
Yeah.
Was there one that really stood out to you that you were like, that had to be in there? I'm so glad it was.
You improved the delicioso. Can you say delicioso? It was Michael's idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because, she said it to the camera, and I was like, and I just thought, I'm like, who is she talking to?
Yeah.
Breaking that fourth wall.
Breaking
exactly.
the fourth wall.
Yeah,
so many moments. I love that they did a whole animated section because that really satisfied people who grew up with Dora.
And the way they did it too, I felt like I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, of course.
Of course they would be tripping.
Yeah.
On.
Dora obviously has these challenges that she has to overcome. But for you guys in your own life as Latino actors, what challenges have you guys overcome working in this industry?
That's a longer than this
Loaded,
interview.
that's a loaded question.
But I do think, there's obstacles in life. If you're
Yeah.
going to be a dentist, if you're going to be a lawyer, like, you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. I think
that's true.
I think, people always ask me that question of what obstacles did you have as a Latina? And I'm like, as a person.
Yeah.
I've
As a
had-
woman,
As
too.
a woman,
Yeah.
I've had obstacles. But, like, you do layer on, certain obstacles being Latino, but like the biggest obstacles is you and your discipline to approach something. And so, we could talk about the breakdowns into this.
Do you
and that,
realize
but
that
it's
both
like-
of you guys have opened up so many doors for other people following? I mean, like, look at the next generation in this movie as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's nice to think of that because I knew I definitely took inspiration from, people like Edward James Olmos and seeing those, somebody like that and Stand and Deliver. That was a huge inspiration for my, and that's one of the reasons I actually worked my way to doing calculus in high school, was because I loved that movie so much, and it was
It inspired you to be in calculus.
It really did, yeah. And
Yeah.
I went to prep school because I saw like Dead Poet Society, but then just learning and the possibilities that you can, and it just made sense to me. Where like if you want to succeed in life, you have to learn a certain position.
Yeah.
So
Learn
like,
the craft. Yeah.
learn the craft, learn whatever it is
Whatever
that
it
you
is.
want to do. Like it's
Yeah.
possible. It's
Whatever it
actually
is.
possible.
Yeah.
They have these books that have been around for like hundreds of years because like they've organized these thoughts for this profession.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, anybody can learn anything.
Anything. Yeah.
And if you guys were to get dropped in the jungle today, who's tapping out first? Who's like, send me home right now. I gotta go between
Michael,
you two.
for sure.
No, I don't know. I think we're both fighters. Like I've been.
Michael just want to win.
Yeah, I'm like
I don't know if
I
he'd
definitely would
survive.
find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I had such a fun time seeing it, and I loved both of your guys' like the moments that you guys brought to the film.
We really
It was
are the
beautiful.
best part of the film. I mean, we really are.
Yeah, she's really.
I love my parents, but I wish I had parents like Dora.